If it be anything at all, let it be the ability to actually have things in this life, to possess things. How the fuck are you gonna walk this earth? Not simply without the things that other people actually have. It's without the ability to even have the things. See, so many people confuse enlightenment and renunciation of the material world with blurring the lines of their own incompetence to even be able to renounce certain things. You can't denounce or renounce what you don't have the ability to even participate in. Why your world is yours. So the fact that you can't even participate in it, and then you're choosing to want to denounce or renounce it, only shows your immaturity, only shows your incompetence, only shows your insecurity. Why your world is yours. What the fuck? Why are people's standards so low in this life? And why do they expect people to operate within the limits of their poor expectations for themselves? Because then that would consistently create the contrast that exists anyway. But the more we elevate and the more we ascend and the more we prosper, the more people's poverty becomes a clear contrast and a reflection of what they're not, which is they're not prospering, right? So why your world is yours. To the people out there who recognize that their lives are valuable to some degree, look at your life, bro. Talk about the muscles. The muscles is the basic shit. Like, you're going to walk around in that. I'll be imagining certain shit, right? And I'll be like, yo, it's about being attractive, right? Everybody talks about the law of attraction, law of attraction. The law of attraction starts with you being attractive. You have to be attractive. It's not just sitting back and using immaterial, weightless thoughts and a vagrant imaginations to encant and entice the universe to give you that which you don't deserve. The law of attraction is with thoughts and action, especially the action, because the action is the thought given the energy into motion, which is the mechanical universe to set in forth consequences. So the law of attraction is fundamentally rooted not in thought. It begins with the thought, but it ends and becomes magnetic through attractive action, right? So now we know the law of attraction isn't just sitting back being a delusional fuck with your random ass imagination, trying to conjure up weird spells and shit to bring things that you're not even aligned with that. You're not aligned with that outcome. You're aligned with your behavior is contradictory to what you're thinking about wanting, right? So then you get your behavior in alignment. You become attractive in action, right? You become in action an attractive being. Then I start to look at people. I'm like, all right, so fundamentally, right, this life is about being attractive. I'm an attractive person. Not simply because of what my face looks like. Bro, I could go like this. I go like this. And I can speak on Instagram. I'm going to do this for the rest of the video. I go like this and talk like this. And because of what I am and who is behind this vessel, that's the attractive part. The soul, the actions, the thoughts put into action become the attractive individual, which manifests results that are corresponding to higher intelligence and superior comprehension. That's attractive to humans on a sexual level and a social level. You have to understand that. Are you attractive socially? Are you socially attractive? Before we even get into sexually attractive, because most people only think about attraction on a sexual level. Are you socially attractive? Are you someone that their conduct, their character, their behavior sets, their demeanor, their interests, are those things attractive to where other people would love to participate in coexistence with you because you're creating value? You're a value creating individual. Are you repulsive? Because what's the opposite of attraction? Repulsion, right? So we're talking about magnetism, right? Magnetism has two poles, right? So the law of attraction is also the law of repulsion. Fools are repelled by intelligence and fools are repelled by success. Like it seems like I get into these conversations or people try to talk to me and they argue in favor of poverty. So it's like they're repelled by money. People who talk about money in weird ways. Oh, money is bad and money isn't everything and I don't like money and money isn't important. You're repelling money. And that's why you're poor. And money's not attracted to you and you're not attracted to money. Your behaviors, your thoughts, everything that you are, right? Your whole being is repulsive. But then let's just look at the fundamental things, because I love to keep it pragmatic. I love to keep it simple. I love to keep it corresponding to material and measurable results. So fundamentally, the question is, are you an attractive being? My physique, right? A physique like mine is indicative, inferential of intrinsic behavior patterns, mental behaviors, which then become outwardly acted behaviors, and a work ethic, which is compounded with comprehension of the task at hand to produce the result. Evidence of what I just said, in support for what I just said, in the amounts of individuals who show up habitually to the gym and do not get an exact result. They look very blurry, they look very opaque, very abstract. They spend energy and they do not have the most optimal comprehension. They don't have the most optimal application of energy to retrieve and achieve the best outcome, right? So they're putting energy into an endeavor, and instead of getting the best outcome, they're just going to settle for the fact that they put in energy into an outcome. That's called mediocrity. Whatever you are, your world is yours. So when you look at the physique, it's a symbol. It's a symbol of behaviors which are attractive, which are securing for anybody around me. Everybody knows that I have a elite work ethic. Everybody knows that I will put my feelings aside. Everybody knows that I will put hard work in. Everybody knows at this point that my intellect is so superior that it's unmatched. I have yet to meet somebody with intellectual capacity, that is on my level from where I'm from. It's just what it is. It's just, and these things come as a byproduct of an individual who is intrinsically pursuing value, who is not even seeking to be attractive, but is naturally an attractive mindset. So whatever you are, your world is yours. I started this video by saying it's the ability to have things in this life. So why don't you have a fit body? Why don't you have sobriety? Why don't you have true enlightenment? Why don't you have pecuniary, monetary, fiscal prosperity in this life? Why don't you have money? Why are you broke, addicted, out of shape, and ignorant? It's because fundamentally you're incompetent as fuck, and that's what it is. So I can't walk this earth knowing that there are potentialities obviously manifested, which means that I'm not being something and doing something. And just to know that I want certain things, but I don't have them, means that I'm incompetent, and I'm not okay being incompetent. Are you okay being incompetent? It's just what it is. So the real person is about creating value. The real person isn't even in the mode of obtaining anything. The real person is in perpetual value creation, which is going to be the most attractive thing in the world, because all things in this world want value. They want better conversion of their energies. They want better spending of their time. They want an enhanced experience. And everybody is spending time and energy. Yet not everyone is spending time and energy in the correct manner. So therefore, everybody is not producing the most valuable results. And the most attractive person in the world is going to be the person who is a 100% asset to anyone that they're around. A message that seems mixed. Are you attractive? Look at yourself. No, you're not. I'm repulsed by, I look at people with shitty bodies. I always go to their body because that's the report card of the spirit. I look at people with shitty bodies and I put myself into like 4-year-old kid mode. And I'm like, Dad, what made that happen? Why does this guy have muscles and look all awesome and like a superhero? And what made that floppy shit happen? Why do you have tits and why is your gut coming over your belt? And how did that happen? That's disgusting. I don't want to look like that. I think that's cool. Kids don't even have to think about this shit. Kids don't have to think about this shit. Right? People got taught to lie. Then it's the next message is whether you're attractive unattractive, repulsive, all these repulsive individuals. People trying to denounce and renounce what they don't even have the ability to participate in because of their own incompetence, right? So fundamentally, put yourself and become a person who is qualified to even denounce and renounce certain things. But until you have the ability to denounce and renounce, who you have the option to decline the participation in a certain activity, whether that is, you can't even be sober. We're not even going to discuss that. Most people who aren't sober, nobody's going to vie or argue in favor of being on drugs. It's just stupid as fuck. Shut up. That's slavery. You're spending money and energy to corrode your own existence, to deteriorate your brain, to deteriorate your central nervous system, to compromise your mind. It's just all, there's no way to advocate for drug use. Same thing for being out of shape, same thing for being broke. There's no way to advocate for none of that. No way for advocating being ignorant, right? So you get down to the bottom. It's like, you can't denounce enlightenment simply because you were too incompetent. You can't denounce having a fit body because you're too lazy and incompetent. You can't denounce having money and all the things that it affords and it makes you able to do and able to participate in if you were too incompetent to achieve it. Just what it is. Whatever you why your world is yours, consider the vibrations raised. This world needs lames too. We need lames. Why do we need lames? Because the lames are going to do the jobs that they have to do because they don't have any other choice, because they chose to remain as a lame when everybody else is going to step into the highest fulfilling roles possible, be the most attractive people possible, and deliver the most value possible on their own personal initiative. People who have to accept they have to do those jobs. You don't have no other option. You're not able to, apparently, because you don't want to go beyond yourself, right? So whatever you want your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. I don't know what to tell them. Join the ascendancy and you can ascend. I can't make you do shit. If you're too stupid to learn, then that's just what it is. But if you're actually tired of being a fucking failure and having this shit fucked up, and you're really ready to say, you know what, fuck anything that doesn't work, tell me what works, and you're ready to shut the fuck up and get shit done, type in, homie. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. It's really like that.